Dude, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? First, bad decision to even use the vegetable and cook it that way.
Right.
Really bad decision to serve it after you saw it coming out of the oven. It was horrifying. Unimaginable that that could be served in any customer situation. In prison, you couldn't serve it. It was wretched.
I attempted to make a chocolate candy. I sauteed some chicken livers, and I encapsulated it inside of the chocolate. And I also reduced some Spanish sherry with some sherry vinegar.
I can't believe that Alain served that to Chef Eric Appert. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I actually felt bad for him.
What is the inspiration behind that?
I cook with a lot of awful meats at my job, and I just love the way they taste.
It's hard to notice the liver in it, though, because the chocolate is so intense. If you don't know, maybe you will mistake for desserts.
Brave.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Ilan, I was not very impressed with what you did, and I don't find any sexy aspect in mixing a chocolate ganache and putting chicken liver in it. I don't think something like that should be served, for example, in a restaurant.
Casey prepares a little bit wild and exotic one with sriracha, which is a hot chili paste. Ooh, how could that be good?
I wanted to incorporate sriracha into the ice cream.
Wow.
We've talked amongst the house about how much we like sriracha on everything, so we're going to see if it truly does go on ice cream.
Wow.
I actually made Govan Armstrong's Shutter. He got a chill down his back from the interesting flavor of the ice cream. That's a first.
Casey as well. There was a lot going on there. I love sriracha on just about anything except for ice cream. I've realized now.
I'm third person to go in the front galley. I call Brian over to come help me, and we started banging out my plates. A little worried about my broccoli, and it got a little bit dark on some edges. Other than that, I feel good about my dish. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
We have pan-seared halibut here on a bed of toasted farro. There's some mint oil, and this is roasted broccolini with breadcrumbs and a little bit more mint vinaigrette.
Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Tough to eat.
That is not good.
I had to clean Bob Marley's house and found this in the closet. I just think some really bad decision-making here. I was stopped dead in my tracks by the first bite with the mint. It's sickening.
CJ.
I don't think mine went very well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're not going to get an argument from us there.
Yeah, I think the idea of my dish was really, really good. I don't think I executed very well. I should have got more color on the fish. I didn't do enough of the broccolini.
I have to stop you for a second. The broccolini, you wanted to do more of that?
I think I need to do more broccolini and not cook it as far.
My first thought looking at the broccolini was, dude, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? First, bad decision to even use the vegetable and cook it that way.
Right.
Really bad decision to serve it after you saw it coming out of the oven. It was horrifying. Unimaginable that that could be served in any customer situation. In prison, you couldn't serve it. It was wretched.
I wanted to create new flavor profiles and make them taste really good, so I decided to make bacon and avocado ice cream.
Everybody's got all these different things going on, except I look over at Marcel, and he's got bacon also.
I think so.
But then he had avocados, and wasn't really worried about it, because whatever he was making was kind of gross.
What do you think, Ilan? It's nice. I was actually kind of stoked because I was one of the few people who had the proper consistency of an ice cream. A lot of people's were still liquid.
I knew that Marcel's bacon and avocado ice cream was not going to be very well received. The proof's in the pudding.
How's it going? Is that avocado and bacon ice cream?
I don't like that one, sorry, dude.
As soon as I saw my clientele, I was a little bit concerned and a little bit worried that it wouldn't go over so well with the general public. Not so much, huh?
Damn. I was standing two people away from Marcel, and I was watching the little kids spit out the ice cream and then wipe their tongues off with the napkin. I'm thinking, you really, really don't want to win today, do you? It was great.
It's an acquired taste.
Before I left Manhattan to come to Top Chef, I was playing around with watermelons and I started cutting these shapes out and it looked similar to a gnocchi. And I served it with some creamy gorgonzola cheese, and it was awesome. Alon and Mike loved the idea of it. I hope the judges feel the same way.
You go first.
The only thing I like about it is the salt, because they bring out the sweetness in the watermelon. Like, I want a little salt right now.
From what I can see from the kitchen window, the judges don't seem too thrilled.
What do you think about dessert? That watermelon dish made me nauseous.
It was anything but Italian. Watermelon with reduced cream.
If I was like a bigger name chef, if I was Wiley Dufresne and Mario Batali and somebody did something like that, I think it would be huge.
I don't necessarily think that if Wiley Dufresne made this dish, it would have been a good dish, because I don't think that the actual dish worked.